begin to begin to the root of today. Here we are going to be starting this kind of the video right now here, and much of the people are going to be democratizing and making sure they're going to be starting and antagonizing this kind of the video, getting forward. Much of the things still coming because we have much of the things still coming to you live. We have much of the things to reveal and much of the things to talk about. Oh my living God, we have. But we have to bump ourselves and talk about this is the moment. This is how the life is. Maybe this is the meanders of the life. This is how the thing's gonna be coming. But to whoever is just around, thank you much for you being tuned. I've seen much of the 5 people already democratizing to make sure they're gonna be listening and getting to the real platform of today, because we have much of the hashish moment here to discuss and put onto the platform right now here. So as everything is just getting to the real brim point, Ines Charles, Ginto, and everyone who's just being locked, thank you much. Everybody who is just making sure that we are just in for it. Let's go and gather here and make sure that we are just getting for Island Girl. Thank you very much. 13 people already. Oh, 4 likes already. Let's get to the brim. We have much of the things to iteratively, which is hindering our own emotions, east and west and south. But we are never hi Gintu and Fox, hi Gintu and Chat. Thank you very much, Gintu and Fox. Hello, Vico Real, Monica Williams. Thank you very much for you being there, and also Inez. Hi. These are the people who are just democratizing already. 24 people on the spot and 6 likes already. Vico Real, hi Ran. Talk about the Island Girl. Thank you very much. Everyone has been locked. Here we go. We have much of the people to democratize, so as you can just groove with this kind of the moment getting forward. And I appreciate everyone. Are you checking on me? Am I clear? It's Jebet. It's Jebet. It has been so long. Where are you? And what are you democratizing and doing at the same time? I understand I've recognized your presence, and may God bless everyone who has been locked here and kept in tuned, because it has not been easy for us to have this kind of the moment here. So much of the people are talking about, oh, Gintu, we're waiting for you to tell us much of the things. Hey, my friend, Gintu A, Gintu B, Gintu C, Gintu Z. USA, already a bambucha. Exactly. Monica Williams, thank you very much. June, hi. Ines Charles Algan, Monica Vicoril, everyone who is being tuned, 35 people already democratizing. Hello, everyone. Robbie Chacha. Hello, Gintu Wagwan. Robbie Chacha, wherever you're coming from, thank you very much, Mabir. I think you are locked in. Heather, a Waldron. Take care, my dear. Thank you very much. Here we have much of the slogan. 4:30 a.m. here in Oz. Talk about that big head. Thank you very much. Island Girl talking about Robbie. Hi. We are waiting much of the people to democratize so we can just have much of the session here, because we have much of the things to talk about today from how the story went. Because I told you that I was given an appointment. Am I having that kind of the card here? I was given much of the appointment to go for the DCI today at 10 a.m. And right now I think it's just approaching 22 hour at night. But how did I went there? How did it occur? How did it be antagonized? Because much of the things are still very meandering outside here, and much of the people are just waiting for it to reach. And whenever we're going to be reaching let's go 70 people there, we're going to be making sure that we're going to be having like the video, smash the like button. Thank you very much. We are 14 likes already, 44 people already democratized here. Let's make it happen. And everyone has been Donna C, blessings Ginto. Thank you very much. Everyone has been locked, because today I look like a person who was in the custody there. These are just the one of the clothings that are always available in that kind of the area. Abu Ginto, are you really we don't nobody talk about, oh, Gintu, are you in? No, Gintu is making it happen. Much of the people are just making sure that they're just making me to laugh a little bit here and there. But everything is fantastic. Let's gather here and have a like, guys. 51 people already on the spot, 60 people already on the spot here. Let's make it happen. June. Yeah. And are you checking me on clear? Am I clear? And namaste is liked already. Thank you, my 19 likes already. We are moving like a safari rally here. And I think somebody can just check me. I'm correct. And I think I'm so clear what I'm just had never been widowed. Lol, to many ladies after the captain G. Hey, Aikia Mungu, you are making it so fantastic here. Just the starting point. You have not yet got that kind of the fire to boom me. Kibaki R. Thank you very much for 9 US. Talk about £9. Oh, appreciation and kudos to your moment, because it's very, very humble, and I really like it here as you just Barbara Pen to talk about Hello G. They have don't want you to finish your building. I'm so disgusted with this kind of the goons. Otherwise, I call them demagogues. You have to understand how this can. They want to make sure that they are hitting us in terms of the nailing here and there. Thanks for the support. Exactly. Everyone who's being supporting. Thank you very much for your support and also antagonizing here. Guys, today we have much of the brim point here. 71 people already on the spot here to make sure that we are discussing much of the things that are defaulting here. We have how I just came and I woke up in the morning so I can just go to the DCI today so they can just give me the GoPro. I had 100% intention I'm going to be getting the GoPro today. But how did it went? Chaotic disgustment. So as far as everything is in concern, again, we have much of the discussion because tomorrow is the party. Here I am. It's I think it's 22 hours, and tomorrow gonna be having a very big party for our aged people. It's called the senior party. It's gonna be coming. How are we analyzed and how are we prepared for it? And I'm gonna be updating you where we have reached and how we are just moving today. So again, when I went to the DCI, I have much of the talk about. When I went there, I was told that there are much of the people have reported much of the cases to get to. So we're gonna be making sure that your GoPro is staying. How is it? Being catered for such kind of the moment. It's gonna thank you very much for you being locked here. Tabi Act, talk about the card, or Tabi Cat, thank you very much for you being locked. And there is a greeting much of the people who are just available. 91 people on the spot. Gitu, who called Maro Kenge? Is that you or Mogesi? Genge, what I can just talk about is I'm gonna be coming to that kind of the point whenever we can just we don't have to have much of the talk with this kind of the demagogues because they think about they're gonna be kept holding everything here and there, here and there. But what we have to make sure that we are just democratizing is to venture into making sure we have our own project to perform. And they talked about things gonna be getting worse. Get to Nyabohanse Uwore. Thank you very much. A quick get, it's not a pay time. Why so quick? Why so quick? It's not pay time. What I can say is that we're going to be starting 100 people ready to get into the brim point here, so they can just tangle and give you now the story how it was, because it has been so disgusting. Thank you. 101 people are already onto the spot here, making sure they're going to be watching much of the things here to get onto the spot here. Thank you very much, guys. This is how it was today, and I woke up early in the morning to make sure that I'm just preparing myself, because today I promised that we're going to be having getting some of the materials for the plumbing. And I don't lie to much of the people whenever I always talk about we're going to be having one section to another as I democratize to make sure that if I can just wake up and talk about, okay, today I have a little bit of money from here, from the car, from this one, and much of the people supporting Gintu, we're going to be making sure that we are ever having how the G Castle has to go forward. That is the real point. I put everything to everyone to check, everyone to see, and everyone to act, and everyone to ever comment about it. What am I talking about? Monica, you have a right to laugh. Exactly. Aviko real space. Hey, exactly. So, guys, what it was is when I woke up, I'll make sure that I'm just going to Sirare a little bit here to have some 2-3 shoppings. Please answer the questions, Frankie. I've not got you. Are you talking about me? Abu Henry? Abu Hani? Abu Hani? Are you talking about? Asking me the question again. 108 is the house. Please like the live stream. Exactly. What I can just talk about is I have much of the things. When I wake up, I just rush to Sirari a little bit so they can just have much of the shoppings here and there, so they can just bring them back home, as they're gonna be tomorrow gonna be antagonizing and starting up the project of the plumbing of the house. So it's about you. Ask me the question, Abu Henry. Ask me the question. Hello, Ginto and everyone. Thank you very much at the passage feeder. Susan, thank you very much. Hi. So what I was talking about is I went and I just finished my own works here and there, and I was to go with Masubo one, so they can just have much of whatever they wanted to talk about, whatever they needed from Gintu, and kaboom, I'm left, but everything is good. Thank you very much, Mayani. Keep it locked. So as we just went there, and also it was the time that I was having much of the mind. Thank you, Mayan, for you keeping locked here, because I was with Mayan talking about, we came out from my home here, so they can just go to Sirari a little bit to make sure that I'm getting some 2-3 shopping. So I went with the, I checked with Mayan and talked about, Mayani, are you gonna be going to Sirari a little bit? Talking about, I do have something I'm gonna be coming later to link my bank. Then talked about, we have to go right now so you can just link your bank if you want it, because I will be there and to the bank, so they can just make sure that I'm helping you where it's so and talk about where it's so precisely. I can just help you to make sure that everything is coming out. Then man, we went with it a little bit. I just left him in Yabuhanse. Then I took a motorbike. Then I went to Sirari a little bit. So a little bit whenever I was just having some 2-3 shenanigans, Mayani democalized and talked about, hey, begin to, I've just reached. Then I just give him some 2-3 things here, and we had much of the things to understand, and we understand here, understand there, because the bank leakage. We have to make sure that we are linking the bank with the talk about has to create an account in a bank so that we can just link it with the YouTube platform. And I'm so precise to talk about. We have much of the young men who are just keeping it vibing, because there's no pausing, there's no moment of talking about it's so hectic, it's so whatever. Those are just theirs. But what I want to tell much of the people is we don't have that kind of a moment to talk about, it's the time for us not to move, it's not the time for that one doesn't belong to me. And when I talk about Mayani, we have to make sure that we are moving forward. That is the pressure I'm putting to much of the people who want to make it, because it's not a sleeping point. It has not been easy. Not one can talk about, now I'm going to Gintu, so there will be an easy way. No, we have to struggle to make it, and we have to maintain the vibe. We have to maintain everything which is coming out. Hello, Gintu and Will G from Barbados, 2:40 p.m. Thank you very much. Talk about the real parallel experience. Thank you very much for you being locked. So what I want to mean is when I went there, then I went for a shopping, because I had the plumber was available to make sure that he's just doing much of he had written much of the quotation, and I was having the paper to make sure that I'm just buying much of the things, and they costed so costly. And I just left the plumber to come and get your proper staff to file a case as well. You have an evidence to preserve where conduct was authorizing them goons to fire on you. Attendance, hello. 139 in the house. Please like the live stream. Exactly. Let's go. 143 already on the spot here. So what I want to talk about is the Tito. It's gonna be coming. Thank you very much for your concern, because I'm gonna be talking about it whenever it gets to that kind of a brain point, because I'm on the system getting to the far end points here. So what is coming out is when now I called Masubo one that, Masubo, where have you reached? Talked about, Gintu, I'm taking some breakfast here and there, so you can just wait for me to come. Then I talked about, okay, there's no problem here. I wanna be making sure that I'm waiting for you to come, and everything gonna be getting forward as everything is just in concern. Then I waited for him a little bit, where I was just purchasing much of the things onto the hardware there, and I was okay. There's no problem here. Then I waited for him, and then he came. Talked about, he was having one of the subscriber. You saw about one of the subscriber was around. Talk about talk about Masubo one. He has one of the visitor who has approached onto his home, and is just making sure that everything is so fantastic. So he approached them and talked about, okay, we can just go there so they can just see whatever they want. So much of the people will be talking about, Gintu, did you go? Would you be arrested? Do you do this? We went with this kind of the guy who is living in Masubo's position, and everything was so going forward as we ever told about. We're gonna be going there around that kind of the time that I was ever talking about. So what is always coming out is how we can just make sure that we are just iteratively doing this kind of the things to get forward. I have to get the brim point as we had to go, and we went, and things went.